Let's get right into it. Number 10. Frozen yogurt fallacy. Frozen yogurt is supposed to be this magical, healthy alternative to ice cream. But here's the truth. Frozen yogurt actually has more sugar than ice cream. While ice cream has about 28 grams of sugar per cup, Froyo is packing 37 grams. That's like eating 9 extra sugar cubes. And because we think it's healthy, we eat way more of it. Our brains go, oh, this is good for me, I can have 3 servings. This is called the health halo effect. Those self-serve places give you massive bowls that could double as soup containers. Then comes the toppings bar, sprinkles, chocolate chips, cookie bits, and sugary fruit sauce. By the time you're done, your healthy frozen yogurt has more calories than a big ice cream sundae. Most frozen yogurt doesn't even have the probiotics they advertise. Those beneficial bacteria? They're usually dead during the freezing process. They actually add extra sugar to frozen yogurt. Why? Because real yogurt is tangy and people don't like that in their dessert, so they pump it full of sweeteners to make it taste more like ice cream. Next time you're standing there with your giant cup of healthy frozen yogurt, just remember you might as well be eating ice cream. At least ice cream is honest about what it is. Number 9. Restaurant salad ruse. You're trying to be healthy, sitting down at your favorite restaurant, feeling good about ordering that fancy salad, but that salad might be playing you harder than a casino. Restaurants are masters of deception when it comes to salads. They start with an innocent bed of lettuce, but then the madness begins. First, they dump an avalanche of cheese on top, enough to feed a small village in Wisconsin. Then comes the croutons, basically just tiny pieces of deep-fried bread cubes trying to disguise themselves as a health food. They add crispy fried chicken strips that have seen more oil than a mechanic's garage, and just when you think it's over, they drown the whole thing in creamy dressing, enough to make a small pond. We're talking about salads that pack 960 calories. That's more than a burger with fries, or like eating 1.5 Big Macs while patting yourself on the back for being healthy. Your brain sees green leaves and thinks healthy choice. Meanwhile, you're basically eating a burger in disguise. Number 8. Veggie chip deception. Those fancy veggie chips that cost more than your monthly streaming subscriptions, they're about as healthy as your ex's personality. These bags have beautiful pictures of fresh vegetables, making you think you're basically eating a salad. But flip that bag around and read the ingredients list. Surprise, it's mostly potato flour and cornstarch, with just enough vegetable powder to legally say, contains vegetables. It's like putting a drop of carrot juice in a swimming pool and calling it carrot water. A serving of these healthy chips has about the same calories and fat as regular potato chips. And those nutrients you think you're getting? Most of them wave goodbye during processing. Companies will proudly announce things like, made with 30% real vegetables. But even if they use real vegetables, the frying process basically destroys any good stuff that was in there. The processing is so intense that by the time these vegetables become chips, they've lost more nutrients than a gym sock in the laundry. Some companies actually struggle to keep these chips looking vegetable-colored. They end up with sad, washed-out versions of green and red that barely hint at their veggie origins. You're basically paying extra for regular chips that went to art school. Number 7. Muffin Myths. That blueberry muffin you're thinking is a healthy breakfast choice? It's pretty much cake pulling a fast one. Some store-bought muffins pack in about 45 grams of sugar per serving. That's like eating 9 or 11 sugar cubes for breakfast. And these breakfast muffins can hit 680 calories. That's more calories than a Big Mac. Or like eating 3 donuts for breakfast. Those little blue spots might not even be real berries. Sometimes they're just artificially flavored bits of sugar and food coloring. Companies market these sugar bombs as healthy breakfast options. They're basically selling you dessert and calling it breakfast. And those low-fat labels? When they take out the fat, they just dump in more sugar to make up for the taste. It's like trading your coffee addiction for an energy drink habit. These muffins are loaded with industrial-grade fats that your body hates. Instead of whole grains, they're using refined flour that's been stripped of anything good for you. When you eat one of these muffins, your blood sugar shoots up like a rocket, then crashes harder than a toddler after too much candy. Number 6. Wheat bread tricks. You're at the store, feeling good about picking up brown wheat bread instead of white bread. But hold up, you might be getting played harder than a carnival game. Unless that bread specifically says 100% whole wheat on the label, you're probably just eating regular white bread in disguise. These companies are basically giving bread a fake tan. They're adding caramel coloring to make it look brown and healthy. It's like putting makeup on your bread. They can legally call it wheat bread, even when it's made with refined flour. That's because all bread is technically made from wheat, but refined flour is just the sad, empty skeleton of the wheat kernel. All the good stuff, the fiber, vitamins, and nutrients gets stripped away. It's like wheat that's been mugged and robbed of all its nutrients. Some companies even sprinkle a few whole grains on top just to make it look authentic. Flip the pack and face the facts. If refined wheat flour or enriched flour shows up first, you're basically eating white bread wearing a brown costume. Number 5. Almond milk analysis. Most commercial almond milk is basically expensive water with some thickeners thrown in. We're talking about 2% actual almonds here. That means 98% of what you're drinking is water and additives. It's like inviting 100 people to an almond party but only 2 almonds show up. To make this watery mix feel creamy like real milk, companies add all sorts of thickeners and stabilizers like gums and emulsifiers. It's like putting shoulder pads in a jacket to make it look fancier than it is. Try making almond milk at home. The difference is mind-blowing. Homemade almond milk is rich, creamy, and actually tastes like almonds. Store-bought versions are more like almond-scented water with some gums thrown in to make it feel thick. Companies do this because almonds are expensive. The less they use, the more money they make. And they're betting on you not reading the ingredient list too carefully. They're basically charging you gold prices for tap water with a sprinkle of almond dust. Number 4. Plant burger pitfall. Those trendy meatless burgers claiming to be healthier than meat? They're not the health food miracle you think. These plant burgers go through more processing than a reality TV star's Instagram photos. They use fancy industrial machines and weird science tricks, like 3D printers, to make plants look and taste like meat. It's like giving a carrot plastic surgery to make it look like a steak. The sodium levels are through the roof. Some of these plant burgers have 4 times more salt than regular meat, like eating a burger that took a bath in the Dead Sea. The oils they use to make it juicy? Not exactly health food. Some of these burgers have more calories from processed fats than their meaty cousins. You're basically eating a salt-packed oil sponge with some pea protein thrown in. Sure, they've got some fiber and minerals, but the protein quality isn't great. The ingredients list reads like a chemistry exam, with more additives than a teenager's energy drink collection. While you're feeling good about saving the planet, your body's dealing with a science experiment. The marketing is clever. They've got us believing plant-based automatically means healthy. But remember, potato chips are technically plant-based too. Maybe stick to actual vegetables if you want to eat healthy. Broccoli doesn't need a marketing team. Number 3. Coconut water crisis. You're sipping on your fancy coconut water, feeling all healthy and tropical. Real coconut water comes straight from young coconuts, packed with natural electrolytes and a subtle nutty taste. But many big brands are playing a sneaky game with your wallet and your health. They're taking that pure coconut water and turning it into coconut-flavored sugar water. Here's how the scam works. They dilute the real stuff with plain water, then dump in extra sugar to make it taste better. Some companies even add artificial flavors to make their watered-down version taste more coconutty. The irony is you're paying premium prices for what's basically fancy sugar water. Want to know if you're getting scammed? Flip the pack and face the facts. If you see anything besides young coconut water, you're probably drinking the equivalent of a tropical-themed soda. Real coconut water should have a light, refreshing, almost savory taste, not something that tastes like liquid candy. Some brands are so processed that actual coconut water experts can't even recognize the taste anymore. These companies are banking on you not knowing the difference. Number 2. Zero trans fat trick. Food companies are playing a sneaky numbers game with trans fat labels. They can claim zero trans fat if there's less than 0.5 grams per serving. They just round down to 0 like it's their high school math homework. But they also get to decide what counts as a serving. They make the serving size tiny. We're talking 1 cookie when you know you're eating half the pack, or 3 crackers when the bag holds 50. Who eats just 3 crackers? That's not a serving, that's a sample. Each of those mini servings stays under 0.5 grams, letting them slap that 0 on the label. But when you eat like a normal human being, those hidden fats add up fast. Eat 10 servings of those crackers, and suddenly you've consumed 4 grams of zero trans fat. Want to know if you're being tricked? Flip the pack and face the facts. If you see partially hydrogenated oils anywhere on there, you're getting trans fat whether the label admits it or not. It's like they're speaking in food riddles, hoping you won't crack the code. Number 1. Honey's sweet deception. That raw honey you paid extra for might be about as natural as those Instagram filters your aunt uses. Most commercial honey goes through intense processing that strips away up to half of its good stuff. They blast it with high heat and filter it so much that all those beneficial compounds just disappear. It's like ordering a superfood smoothie but getting colored sugar water instead. Those antioxidants that make honey actually good for you? Gone. The natural enzymes that help with digestion? Filtered out. That bee pollen that gives honey its immune-boosting properties? Completely removed. The food industry basically took something perfect from nature and improved it by removing everything that made it special. They do this to make it look clean and prevent crystallization, because apparently, we'd rather have pretty honey than healthy honey. Companies can still slap raw on the label even after all this processing because there are no strict regulations on what that term means. Want the real deal? You'll need to find local beekeepers or specialty stores that sell actual unprocessed honey. Look for honey that's a bit cloudy and maybe has some bits of wax or pollen floating in it. It might even crystallize. It might not look Instagram perfect, but at least you're getting what nature intended. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.